Fast am I, good evening and welcome to the Max Radio Folk Show with me, John Barker, playing you the best in folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world. And first up tonight, Martin Harley with Love in the Afternoon. Martin's appearing at the Centenary Centre on Friday night.
Drank champagne for breakfast and I've lived on beans and rice, taking everything around here except my own advice. And I said lying, crying, that won't do you no good. If you ain't got love, you ain't got luck, even if you knock on wood. If you're going nowhere, can I go there with you? Come on over to my house this afternoon. If you're going nowhere, can I go there with you? Come on over to my house and make love in the afternoon. I got loose change in my bed, and if you're scared of dying, stop living like you're dead. And I said lying, crying, better get it off your chest. By the time you work out what life's about, there's not much of it left. So if you're going nowhere, I'll go there with you. Come on over to my house this afternoon. If you're going nowhere, I'll go there with you. Come on over to my house, make love in the afternoon.
So that was the Martin Harley Band, who are appearing at the Centenary Centre on Friday the 21st of March, this Friday. I'm not sure if there's any tickets left, but there are tickets left for the following night, Saturday the 22nd of March at the Institute, where we have Christina Alden and Alex Patterson playing. They're a duo from Norfolk who are multi-instrumentalists and singers and songwriters. So here's a track of theirs, Hunter, which is the title track of a 2021 album.
Between the moon and these wild words, feet tread gently overground by old waterways and these tall grey pines. Two friends go hunting side by side. I'm a hunter now, I'm a hunter now. I'm a hunter now, I'm a hunter now. I'm a hunter now. I'm a hunter now. Side by side, cold were the days that they left behind, but warm is the company that they find. I'm a hunter now, I'm a hunter now. I'm a hunter now, I'm a hunter now. 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 I'm a hunter.
So that was Christina Alden and Alex Patterson. I'll play another tune by them later in the show. But if you'd like to see them live, it's this Saturday at the Institute, and tickets are at etickets.im/et. Here's a track that I should be playing in the autumn, really. It's called Mycorrhiza, the Tree of Life. Mycorrhiza are the filaments of fungi that live in the soil. It's by Hamish Napier from his album The Woods. Next up, Faustus, that trio featuring the late Paul Sartin, who was of course a founding member of Bellowhead, along with Benji Kirkpatrick, also of Bellowhead, and Saul Rose. From their self-titled album, from way back in 2008, this is Will the Weaver.
Oh, mother, mother, it's now I'm married. I wish that I had longer tarried, for the women do declare that the trousers they will wear. Oh, loving son, what is the matter? Does she frown, or do she chatter, or does she out of season run? What is it, my loving son? Oh, you go home and you kindly love her, then perhaps she may recover. Give to your wife her due, let me hear no more of you. Down the street a neighbour met him, told him something for to vex him. The neighbour cried, I tell you true, who was with your wife just now? Saw her with Will the Weaver, very free and close together. At the step of your door they went in, I saw no more. He went home all in a wonder, knocking at the door like thunder. Who is that? This Weaver cried, 'tis my husband, you must hide. She come down and she let him in. She's kissed her husband very prim. Her husband, he replied, fetch some beer for I am dry. As she went to fetch the beer, it's then he thought his own was clear. Searched the house and the rooms all round, but nobody could be found. Up the chimney chanced a gazing, he stood there like one amazing. He spied this wretched soul perched upon the cotterel pole. Oh, you rogue, I'm glad I found you. I won't hang and I won't drown you, but I'll stifle you with smoke. As he thought, but nothing spoke. Just to please his heart's desire, his wife cried out with goodwill, husband, there's a man you'll kill. As he stood heaping on the fuel, then she said, my dearest jewel, since I am your lawful wife, take him down and spare his life. Off the cotterel pole he took him, and summarily he shook him. With every shake gave a stroke, come no more to stop my smoke. Running down the street people met him, running as if the devil would catch him. Where have you been? The people cried. In the bacon he replied. Did you ever see a chimney sweeper half as black as Will the Weaver? Ragged coat and a hat likewise, bloody nose and two black eyes.
further back in time now to 1969 and the recording sessions for Fairport Convention's Unhalf Bricking album. This track wasn't released on the original album. It's Bob Dylan's The Ballad of Easy Rider, with wonderful vocals by Sandy Denny.
To the sea, wherever that river flows, that's where I want to be. Flow, river, flow, let your waters wash down, take me from this road to some other town. All he wanted was just to be free, and that's the way it turned out to be. Flow, river, flow, let your waters wash down, take me from this road to some other town. Don't river go past a shady tree. Flow, river, flow, flow to the sea. Flow, river, flow, flow to the sea. The river flows to the sea. Wherever that river goes, that's where I want to be. Flow, river, flow, let your waters wash down, take me from this road to some other town. All he wanted was just to be free, and that's the way it turned out to be. Flow, river, flow, let your waters wash down, take me from this road to some other town. Go, river, go past the shady tree. Flow, river, flow, flow
I just doubted myself when I said it was a Bob Dylan song, and it was actually written by Roger McGuinn and released on the Ballad of Easy Rider album by the Byrds. But it did have some input from Bob Dylan, and it was the theme song for the film Easy Rider, and the Byrds album, the film, and the Fairport Convention version were all released in 1969. Next up, some tunes by Sharon Shannon. The track is called The Bungee Jumpers and features the Fisherman's Lilt, Dedicato a Vers, and Rodney Miller's tune. Here's an interesting track coming up. I was contacted by an Oxford band, the Moonrakers. They feature Celtic harp, cello, stringed instruments, whistles and vocals. They have a new album coming out which I'll come to in a future week, but John from the band drew my attention to a song from their album of 2020 called Ebb and Flow, and the track is called Travelling Fairies. They found a few verses of a traditional Manx lullaby in the library at Holsway Manor in Somerset, and set them to music as this track. John's written quite a long article about it on the Tradfolk website, back in 2022 if you search for the Travelling Fairies on that website. But he says he makes no claim to reflect particular characteristics of Manx music. It was purely a compositional exercise around the given words. So here it is, Moonrakers and Travelling Fairies.
One night they stayed in Glen Ballyconish. There in the blackbird built her nest. Sleep now, my wee one, the travelling fairies will come. Be silent, and I'll call the birdie. One night they stayed in Mary Glen Rushen. There in the falcon built her nest. Sleep now, my wee one, the travelling fairies will come. Be silent, and I'll call the birdie.
that's certainly a very evocative, very interesting setting of some Manx words to a new tune by the Moonrakers, the Travelling Fairies. Now for something completely different, as they say. It's Blues Club this Wednesday night at the Railway in Douglas, starting by 8:45. So let's have a classic of the genre. Howlin' Wolf, Smokestack Lightning. I do love Howlin' Wolf. Him and Muddy Waters for me are pretty much where it's at for blues music. Other music happening on the island this week. Of course, also on Wednesday night there'll be the O'Donnell's session in Douglas starting by 8:45. Thursday night the Folk Club in Ramsey at the Buffs Club. Friday night the session at the Mitre starting by 8:45. And the Sunday afternoon session is the Slow session where you can learn lots of new tunes. And that's at the Woodburn at 4 p.m. And on Saturday night at the Institute, as I've said, we have Christina Alden and Alex Patterson appearing. It's going to be a lovely night of acoustic music and great harmonies. This second track I'm playing by them tonight is from 2023 and it was a single. It's called The Starless Sea.
If I could sail the starless sea, and you could ride the wind that follows me, and fate will land a helping hand on the starless sea.
Next, a fantastic new track by the Gig Spanner Big Band. This can now only really be described as a folk supergroup, featuring as it does musicians and singers from other lineups from across the last 50 years of folk music. It was based around the original trio of Peter Knight, who for many years was a violin player in Steel Eye Span, Roger Flack on guitar and Sacha Trochet on drums. They were joined by our friends Hannah Martin and Philip Henry, Edgelarks, Hannah on violin, banjo and tenor guitar, as well as vocals of course, and Phil on dobro and harmonica. And finally was the inspired addition of John Spires on melodeon. He of course is of Spires and Bowden and Bellowhead. So their virtuosity is in no doubt, and the imagination and energy they bring to this new album, which is called Turnstone, is quite stunning. It was recorded on their autumn tour. It's hard to believe it was recorded live, and it has been tweaked in the studio, but the live energy is still there. I saw them on that tour at the Settle Victoria Hall, and that was a very fine evening indeed. All the tracks are quite long, and the one I'm going to play for you tonight is Hind Horn. It starts off with some fantastic dobro playing by Phil, and the lead vocal is by Hannah. It's a ballad which is mostly found in Scotland, based on the various medieval romances concerning the adventures of the legendary King Horn dating from the 13th century. In this one, Hind Horn serves the king for 7 years and has fallen in love with his daughter. The king is angry and sends Hind Horn to sea. The daughter is given young Horn a ring, and as long as the stones keep their colour, she is true to him. But if they change hue, she has succumbed to another man. The song takes up the story.
Near Edinburgh town was a young child born, with a high lulo and a high luland. His name was called Young Hind Horn, and the back and the bramblin' bunny o. For 7 long years he served the king, with a high lulo and a high luland, all for the sake of the Princess Jean, and the bark and the bramblin' bunny o. The king an angry man was he, with a high lulo and a high luland. He sent young Hind Horn to the sea, and the bark and the bramblin' bunny o. She's given to him a golden ring, with a high lulo and a high luland, and 7 diamonds set therein, and the bark of the bramblin' bunny o. When this ring grows pale and warm, with a high with a high-loo-low and a high-loo-low. And he knew she loved another man. High-loo-low, 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 high. He's left the sea and he's come to the land with a high-loo-low and a high-loo-low. And there he met a beggar man, and the bark and the brown and bonny o. What news doth thee betide? With a high-loo-low and a high-loo-low. No news but Princess Jean's bride, and the bark and the brown and bonny o. Will you give me thy begging tweed? I'll give you my riding steed. The beggar he was bound for to ride. I told he was bound for the bride. When he got to the king's own gate, he sought to drink the hindhog's sake. He drank of the wine and he dropped in the reed, and he bade them take it to Princess Jean. Got you this ring by sea or land, with a high-loo-low or a high-loo-low. Oh, got you this from a dead man's hand, and the bark and the brown and bonny o. Not from the sea and not from the land, with a high-loo-low and a high-loo-low. But I got this from your own hand, and the bark and the brown and bonny o. I'll cast off my gown of brown, with a high-loo-low and a high-loo-low. I'll follow you from town to town, with a high-loo-low and a high-loo-low. You needn't cast off your gown of brown, with a high-loo-low and a high-loo-low. For I make the lady of many a town. I'll cast off my dress of red, and I'll follow you and beg for my bread. You needn't cast off your dress of red, for I'll keep you with wine and bread. High-loo-low, 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 high.
No doubt I'll be playing you more from that album in future weeks. That's just about all I've got time for tonight. Just finished with some tunes by Dedannen from 1980. The Mist-Covered Mountain was the album, and the tunes are Langstrom's Pony, The Taproom, and Lord Ramsay's Reel. I'll be back next week to play more great folk and roots music from the Isle of Man and from all around the world, and I hope you'll join me then.